North Korea has fired a suspected long-range ballistic missile off its eastern coast early this morning, according to officials in neighbouring South Korea and Japan. North Korea fired an unidentified ballistic missile, Seoul's Joint Chiefs of Staff said this morning without going into further detail. Japan's Coast Guard and Defense Ministry also detected the weapon, with the Coast Guard saying it flew for about 550 kilometers and landed just outside Japan's exclusive economic zone. Japan's Coast Guard said the missile was launched at 9:59 am local time and fell into the Sea of Japan, also known as the East Sea. Tokyo has lodged a stern protest against this unannounced launch and has termed it very provocative. The flight time, if confirmed, would be similar to those of North Korean missiles tested in March and April this year. Both of those were ICBM weapons with the range to hit the continental United States. North Korea has stepped up its saber-rattling this week, with Kim Yo-jong, the powerful sister of leader Kim Jong-un, condemning a United States plan to deploy a nuclear missile submarine to waters near the Korean peninsula and threatening to shoot down spy planes after claiming US spy planes recently violated its airspace. This reported launch also coincides with NATO's Leaders Summit in Vilnius, Lithuania, which South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol is attending. A communique from the NATO meeting on Tuesday had urged North Korea to abandon its ballistic missile and nuclear weapons programs, which are in violation of United Nations Security Council resolutions that essentially bans them. North Korea had also recently tried and failed to launch a spy satellite whose wreckage Seoul has been analyzing. Pyongyang has carried out successive weapons tests as it looks to modernize its military. This year, it had launched its first ever solid-fuel intercontinental ballistic missile, besides trying to put its first military spy satellite into orbit. That effort was a failure, but officials had promised to try again. International sanctions prohibit Pyongyang from testing ballistic missiles and launching satellites, but it has been flouting such restrictions for years and with increased regularity more recently. Last month, tens of thousands of North Koreans marched in anti-US rallies in Pyongyang, marking the 73rd anniversary of the start of the Korean War. The participants denounced the United States as destroyer of peace and stability of the Korean peninsula and warned of nuclear weapon. On the other hand, South Korea, the United States and Japan have been holding joint and trilateral military exercises aimed at deterring any North Korean military threat. This recent launch can become a new point of confrontation between North Korea and other nations.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.